Howdy, estamos aquí de regreso en Way of the Hunter. Vamos a continuar con el modo historia. Creo que es la misión esa del ese mocoso que dice que odia la cacería y no sé cuánta jalada y que es vegano y un idiota de primera. Entonces vamos a resolver sus acertijos estúpidos para encontrar el tesoro y tal vez a la extraña melanística zorra que ha visto por ahí. Así es que vamos para allá. Bueno, pues nos tomó algo de tiempo, pero ya encontramos la primera caja.
I'm about to die because my foot is stuck. My guardian angel leaves me whispering good luck. Choo-choo, she cried. Choo-choo, I died.
Ok, ahora tengo que ir a...
You were right, April. Timothy is a lot to handle. This kid is completely...
Completely what?
Sorry. You're probably trying to reach someone else.
I don't think so, River. I'm trying to reach you.
Noah.
Now I've heard some rumors that you're so bored, you've ended up taking up a child scavenger hunt. How desperate are you?
I'm sorry. I know you're only trying to get him out of the stand. I only solved the first part, though. I'll stop right away.
I don't think so. You will have to solve all of them. You said you only solved the first one. I will make sure to replace the next ones with something more worthy of your time.
Noah, I apologize. I don't want to ruin any plans you had for Timothy, all right? So just... Don't be like this.
I'm not joking. You started this, and now you're gonna finish it.
Este güey es un
No,
imbécil.
I don't. All right, I have to take care of my grandfather's business. I don't have time for this.
You and your grandfather are on such a high horse you don't even see the ground. You think you're so much better than me?
Sí.
I don't think I follow.
I offered to take care of your grandfather's business and he refused. Now you're here?
Noah, I've seen the traps. Have you lost your mind? I would be absolutely shocked if my grandfather hadn't refused the offer.
I use traps, so what? It hurts the animal, so what? We both kill them anyways.
Eres un
What?
pendejo.
Causing unnecessary pain to the animal is something completely different.
How is it different from when you place a wrong shot? You just let it bleed out alone because it's too hard to track down.
If I ever place such a shot, I always track the animal so that I can end its suffering.
Sí, por lo
Yeah,
regular.
sure. You can lie to yourself, but not to me. Just shut up and solve the riddle. Then you'll see that you and I are not that different afterwards.
I told you, I'm not doing it.
You should. Do you remember the mystery basement in your grandfather's lodge? I have the key. I'll give it to you if you solve the riddles. And then you can preach about hunting to me.
How did you get that key?
Let's just say I was trying to steal clients from your grandfather, but I ended up with something more interesting.
What the hell, Noah?
Just solve the riddle.
So now you're not just a poacher, huh? You're also a thief. Noah.
Y
Hey.
un asqueroso furtivo de
What
mierda.
have I gotten into?
Vamos a terminar el acertijo para cerrar el hocico a ese pedazo de mierda. ¡Claro que sí! Pues acabamos de llegar aquí a las vías del tren, de las cuales está la imagen del acertijo. Pues ahí está la segunda caja. Voy a hacer esto.
You may think you're River Almighty, but I am safe when I stand here as I smile brightly. Because what may seem like heavy rain is just gravity to the same.
Okay.
You may think you're River Almighty, but I am safe when I stand here as I smile brightly. Because what may seem like heavy rain...
Are you getting nostalgic?
So you found the photo. Hardly nostalgic. It was one of the worst days of my life.
Kids break bones. It wasn't that horrible.
I don't care for broken bones. But being there alone for a few hours, screaming for help, relying on my sister and
Okay.
friend to come looking for me, but you never...
Perdone.
I'm about to die because my foot is stuck. Kane,
I'm sorry, Noah. I was just a kid.
I know. I I just want to remind you that your actions have consequences.
¿Frecuente
And
o el
speaking of consequences, aren't you afraid of the disease? The fact that you're selling bad meat to restaurants?
You know the meat I sell gets government inspection.
But are they testing it thoroughly, even for this new disease?
The disease hasn't been confirmed by any medical resources yet. I'll worry when it becomes real.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
When did he become such a jerk?
Ok. Oh, demonios, no, ¿por qué tan lejos? Para allá. Ya hemos llegado aquí a las cataratas. Y creo que de aquí se ve la cajita. Es un completo imbécil este tal Noah. Entonces vamos a ver qué porquería nos tiene preparada el inútil con sus aceitos baratos. Qué bonita cascada. En estas zonas deberían ver los animales. A ver aquí qué carajo tiene. Esta es la zorrita.
It's Cinnamon Sky. She is real. I have to tell Timothy.
Ah, al final sí la vimos.
What is this supposed to mean, Noah?
Solve the last riddle. I honestly wasn't expecting you to, but congratulations.
What does my mother have to do with this?
What do you know about her?
Not much. You know neither my grandfather nor father speak of her.
That'll change here pretty quick.
Let's just stop this stupid game.
But you already finished it. Expect the key in your mailbox. Let me know what you think about me afterwards.
Ok. Tenemos que ir al buzón, ¿no? Tomar la llave y entrar al apartado secreto.
Dear River, I'm planning my escape. Not really, but I do imagine myself next to you in the valley, and it helps me get through some of the harder days here. I am getting better, though. Maybe in a week or two I'll be able to return back. In this comic story, I decided to draw the day that changed everything when you stopped visiting. I haven't witnessed it firsthand, but I've heard of it from many points of view, and this is how I think it went down. We've never really talked about it, and I feel like we should. I miss you terribly. Your loving grandfather, Wallace. People sometimes ask me, what went wrong with Noah? But I don't believe people can go wrong. We change, grow up with pain, some with more pain than they can handle.
Oh, River, April.
And that can fester and become something darker and more dangerous.
Estaba de rato este, güey.
What are you doing?
None of your concern.
I don't know what you're trying to prove, but you won't shoot shit at night. Besides the fact you can't shoot, don't have a hunting tag, and this is definitely not a legal hunting hour.
You snitch on me to Dad, and I'll never talk to you again.
At that moment, they both knew something huge would happen that night. They just didn't know exactly what. After passing several cold hours, Noah finally sees his chance.
Es un imbécil de primera.
And in that moment, his desire to prove himself reached its terrible peak.
Yes!
Eres un puto manco idiota.
It's going to be okay. I'm calling for help. Please, I need immediate assistance. Sorry he hurt me.
Little did Noah know how many consequences this would trigger, like his father blaming the wrong person and reaching out to Richard.
Buddy, that your father-in-law acts like a glorified ranger and involves your son in hunting, but his bragging has now caused my Noah to...
Wait! Involves River with what?
And now the secret about hunting that was kept for 8 years was revealed.
I had one condition. One for my son staying here. Absolutely no hunting!
I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions.
I'll call you an adult when you pay your own rent and taxes. While you live under my roof, you will listen to me!
What seemed like a terrible ending
Your phone magically erased all the contacts again?
River. Nurse Ellen was helping me with it, but she said she doesn't know how these old-fashioned phones work.
was just a very long pause.
Ok, por culpa de ese pedazo de imbécil, que valió madres todo.
River, I have bad news and good news.
What? Popster died?
Oh, no, he's safe. His owner already picked him up. I almost contemplated giving him the walkie-talkie as a parting gift.
Ah, but then you'd miss the sound of my beautiful voice.
In your dreams. Only Pupster likes your voice. What a weirdo.
I'll pretend like I didn't hear that. All right, hit me with the good news.
I have all the test results. All the animals are negative. There's no weird virus spreading.
Oh, that's great. Okay, now on with the bad news.
Noah finally contacted me. He congratulated me on the test results, which I already let circulate, and he sent me some coordinates.
And
I don't know, River. I have a bad feeling about this location.
just send it to me. I'll check it out.
Thanks. Please be careful.
I always am.
Ay, ahora date los críos. Pues continuamos. Y al fin hemos llegado. Vamos a ver qué porquería nos tiene preparada este idiota del Noah.
April. By the time you read this, you already know the disease was a hoax. Well done, Sherlock. What you don't know is that I started it. That's right. Close your mouth, please. You decided to side with that old Wallace instead of your brother. I need money just like everyone else, but how am I supposed to earn a steady income when that miserable old geezer is hogging all the contacts? He clearly is not healthy enough to continue, but instead of asking me for help or giving me his business, he collapses, ends up in the hospital, and calls his useless grandson. So what do? You just take River's side like you always do. I've ruined this area's reputation for a while, so what? I'm happy knowing Wallace lost some income too. Don't ever contact me or my son again. You're good for nothing, brother.
En eso tienes razón. Eres el hermano que no sirve para una mierda. Creo que... Ay, de nuevo, no. Me estoy dando vueltas como pendejo.
You there, April?
Yeah, what did you find? A message written in blood to leave him alone? Wait, really?
Well, it wasn't written in blood, but he admitted that he spread the hoax to ruin my grandfather's business.
Vamos a demandarlo.
And he kind of doesn't want you to contact him again. Ever again. April, are you okay? April? Are you crying?
Hell no. That idiot won't get rid of me, ever. He's my stupid brother, and that will never change. Seems like I have to handle this in person.
So you're coming here? April?
Ahora viene el ligue de River. April. Igual. Entonces. Bueno, no han dicho. Ok. No, sigue. El tarado dijo que iba a dejar la llave en el buzón, ¿no? No veo exactamente nada en tu... No. Vamos a esperar a ver qué continúa en este momento. Mientras vendremos con el chamaco este miedo.
Timothy, are you there?
Did you solve all the riddles?
Yes.
So you found the secret treasure?
Not really. After a while, your father contacted me and he changed some of the riddles for me. I think he was just making fun of me by wasting my time.
Ah, you're useless.
Well, if you're so smart, then why don't you solve it yourself?
I have better stuff to do.
Yeah, sure.
Eres un
And by
pendejo,
doing
papá.
better stuff, you missed seeing Cinnamon Sky.
What? You saw her?
That's right,
Where?
at the Wild Bluff Bridge. Do you wanna track her with me?
No.
Because, you know, tracking her on your own could be pretty dangerous.
I am staying here. Now leave.
Okay. Sheesh. I hope he'll at least call his father.
Ok, tenemos que regresar a la maldita cabaña de nuevo. Ay, qué flojera. Pero creo que ya es lo último de la historia de Way of the Hunt. Ahora sí supongo que me va a dejar la llave, ¿no? Vamos a ver qué hay en el famoso sótano misterioso. Bueno, vamos a hacer unas teorías rápidas. Yo creo que van a estar todas las cosas de la mamá de River.
Julia, I can no longer close my eyes and pretend not to see your obsession. You're ruining us financially, not to mention everything else going on in our relationship. But a mortgage to get permission to kill some animal in Africa?
Hey.
Please, come to your senses. It's not too late to save our relationship.
Ok. El próximo mapa va a ser en África. Está confirmadísimo.
Julia, please. I'm terrified of these animals in our house. They remind me of what you've become. Hunting is no longer a noble mission or a resource of some sort. It's just pure obsession. Don't you see it? Where are you now? The North Pole?
¿En el Polo
I
Norte, en
asked your
serio?
father to give this letter to you, but I've heard you're ignoring him too.
My dad wrote this to my mom. What's it supposed to mean?
It's August the 3rd, 1991.
Is it my mother?
I had a call with Richard today. He threatened me with divorce if I don't come back, but he doesn't understand. I can't return with my hands empty. I've dreamed about him again. It's the same dream all over. He was drinking water, And then he looked into my eyes before he charged me. I shot and it reverberated in my body like an avalanche. I couldn't breathe. He was just standing there, bleeding, still ferocious, looking at me, challenging me. I can't go back with empty hands.
Ok, puedo deducir que la mamá de River no murió por darlo a luz, sino que murió por cazar algo.
Today is August 25th, 1991. I have a new guide, Jack. The last one wasn't as determined as I am. Bending a few rules is necessary. Jack promised to get the trophy to the US. I honestly don't know how I would have transported it otherwise. It's the 1st of September, 1991. I've killed him. I've killed him. I took a life, but never felt more alive. The moment he died, I looked into his eyes, and our silent blood pact created the day I saw him was closed. I thought this would end. The silent itching, the back of my neck, the bloodlust. But it's still there. I keep thinking of my next prey. Maybe Richard was right. Maybe I am addicted. It's January the 1st, 1992. My father today. I can't talk about it. He saw my trophy room. He said I am a poacher, and he will never speak to me again. I haven't even got the chance to tell him that I'm pregnant.
Julia, the boat has docked.
We're already here. I'm probably gonna freeze.
What the hell?
Sí, qué puta. ¿Cuál es el animal? Yo quiero ver ese animal. ¿Dónde está? Oh, mierda.
It's illegal to hunt bald eagles. What are you doing here?
Algo es real. Parece Harris, pero. Y es. No, ma.
This is no place for a polar bear. You're beautiful. You shouldn't be here. I'm sorry. You the one my mother was talking about? Why would she do that?
La puta madre de River.
Have you enjoyed the show?
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did the discovery shock you? Your mother being an obsessive poacher is too much for you?
Noah, please.
Beg all you want. You won't erase this. Do you know why they don't talk about her? Because your father hated her guts and the old man in the hospital's ashamed.
Ay, debería mandarlos al carajo, pero bueno.
I'm so relieved that grandfather's business can run as usual now.
Descubrir que el gran secreto es que, bueno, pues la madre River, no, era prácticamente una cazadora furtiva, porque sí, estos son animales de caza furtiva de ya. Y Y este es un cuerno de rinoceronte, ni siquiera te tomó el tiempo de utilizar toda la pieza. Pero algo que sí nos da un poquito de esperanza es que los próximos mapas posiblemente sean en África y en el Polo. Tal vez en el Polo no, pero mínimo en África definitivamente va a haber un mapa. Espero que sea el que sí. Eso sería lo más adecuado para el juego, yo creo. Y pues supongo que ya con lo amplio y lo largo que ha sido este video, vamos a dejarlo hasta aquí. Nosotros con nuestros humildes animalitos, esas cajas más pequeñitas y legales. Y la mamá del personaje, mira, este es el mapa del baño. Y la mamá de nuestro personaje, pues, una auténtica cazadora furtiva, pero cazadora de primera, eso sí. Nos despedimos. No olviden suscribirse, darle me gusta, compartir y comentar para más videos de Way of the Hunter y tal vez próximamente otros juegos de caza como Call of the Wild. Hasta luego.